Hello, I'm Dr. Ross Walker and welcome to the checkup. Hello, Dr. Ross Walker and welcome to the checkup. I'm continuing my series on anti-aging now by talking about this really interesting study out of the US that was done on 8 elderly people, well, not so much elderly, but older people aged 70 to 80, and compared their parameters of aging with people from 21 to 30. So they took 8 people in each group, measured all of these different parameters, how well your mitochondria works, how well your muscle functions, how much bone strength you have, etc., etc. They did about 20 different parameters of aging. And then they gave them, after they measured these parameters, gave the elderly people, the older people, a substance called GlyNAC. Now, what is GlyNAC? GlyNAC has glycine, which is an amino acid, and a thing called N-acetylcysteine, which is a strong antioxidant. And what they found is after 24 weeks of treatment, at the 12-week mark and at the 24-week mark, all of these parameters of aging were starting to reverse. And reverse back to the levels of non-aging that you see in somebody in their 20s. As I said, at the peak of our life is up to the age of 30. But then they stopped the GlyNAC at the 24-week period and remeasured the parameters of aging at 12 weeks afterwards, and all the parameters had come back. So this looks very, very promising. The point is, we're not talking about a drug here. We're talking about an amino acid, glycine, and an antioxidant, N-acetylcysteine, both of which are freely available. You can get these if you want right now. So the dose I would suggest, if anyone's interested in this, glycine is somewhere between 15 to 2,000 milligrams per day, depending on your size. N-acetylcysteine is 600 milligrams to 1,000 milligrams per day, again, depending on your body weight and size. And you can do that. Now, there is already a proprietary chemical on the market called ribosine, which is very, very similar. That's RIBOCEINE. But it appears to be stronger, but it is more expensive than sourcing the glycine and N-acetylcysteine. So more promising work in the anti-aging space. That's the checkup. I'll talk with you next week.